um, is the beginning of October. Well, the first week in October. And as promised, I bring to you a new collectible, or in my case, a new collectible. Um, Now, the reason why I chose these particular collectibles to start with is because I feel that they represent Halloween to the fullest. So, without further ado, let us get right into it. Now, these first batch of, I'll go ahead and tell you figures that I bought. Um, this first figure that I have up is a pop vinyl, but it is a very special pop vinyl. Um, I'll give you a hint. This is a pop vinyl of a character that got its start in the 1979 in a 1979 movie, and it was loosely based off of um, the movie Psycho. And, uh, and those of you who are die-hard fans of this particular movie will know this bit of trivia. But it's the original title of this movie was called The Babysitter Murders, which later took on a new moniker of just Halloween. Anyway, as I said, it got its start in 1979 and came back in 2007, and in between the time it had at least 6 different sequels, and some of which were good, uh, which, to be honest, nothing compares to the original. So let me just put that out there. But the original was the best, and after that, they came out with some sequels, and unfortunately, as time passed, the man who originally created this story of Halloween, John Carpenter, who is, uh, I think, best known for his horror work, or in this case, slasher films. Um, his role was significantly reduced. Um, in the first run, he was obviously the director, and it went all the way down to like he was a co-writer on the series, on the franchise in the last film. Uh, anyway, and then in 2007, as I brought up, he was no longer involved. Period. It was picked up by Rob Zombie, who everybody knows who Rob Zombie is, or has heard the name. I don't know if everybody knows who he is, but I think he's most infamously known as the guy who pretty much destroyed the slasher films. Uh, I don't think the first one was very good. I found it less disturbing and more almost sympathetic, almost like you watched the movie and you felt, oh, that's why he became this serial killer. And personally, I don't like my slashers to really have feeling. I like my slashers to just go out there, have a goal, and my Michael Myers had a specific goal out of all the slasher films. He had the goal of um, killing everybody in his blood in the bloodline in his family. Now, this isn't to say that he didn't kill others. He did. But what he actually did was the ones that he killed were usually people who were in his way to killing um, the person that he intended on killing. Almost like everyone else really wasn't victims, they were just collateral damage. I mean, you can think of it in war terms. There's an end goal, and then there's the people that die along the way, to that end goal. And those people that die in between are not your task. Your task is that end goal. And that's what Michael Myers was. He wanted that end goal, and everybody in between him and that goal were in trouble. Yeah. And everybody can sit there and say, well, they didn't know they were in the way. Well, yeah. Anyway. But without further ado, let's take a look at this. As you can see, what's nice about these, about anybody will tell you that collects these, is they come in a nice window box. So if you're one of those inbox collectors, which I gotta say I'm kind of one of those people. I do tend to enjoy uh, keeping them inbox, uh, but for the sake of this video, vinyl, these pops have given us a little um, help in that area, I guess you could say. Because what they've done is they've developed these boxes, which, I know there are a lot of them out there, but anyway, but with pop vinyls, they've gone back to the old, just the flip top, where you can just flip the top open, and you can just slide the piece out, like so, and you just pop out the figure like this. And see, you get the clear plastic, and here you go. You get Michael himself. Now, his head does a 360, and he's nice and loose, but not so much that his head is going to fall off, so he does do a nice 360 without it popping off, and he can't really bend his head, so Unfortunately, he's always looking straight ahead, or you can turn his head, but it's really not bendable. Anyway, um, the rest of them is pretty much a stashing piece, and got the knife, which is his, I believe it was a kitchen knife that he used. Um, I believe he was one of those types that he preferred the knife, but I think he used whatever he had on hand. Anyway, I like the level of detail that they've sculpted into this. I mean, you've got the eyebrows, which just painted on, but still really nice. Um, you've got the knife itself. Unfortunately, the knife is a one is kind of that kind of uh, material that you can bend it, but it'll kind of warp as you do. So it's kind of not a good idea to be playing with that. But anyway, uh, this is a look at Michael Myers, and in weeks to come, I will have more to show you. If you have any questions, or if I can do something better, please let me know in the comments. Rate, subscribe, do whatever you need to do. Just let me know. Bye.